this, Israel is marking 2 years since the October 7th attacks by Hamas and other Palestinian groups. On this day in 2023, Hamas fighters entered Israel and killed some 1,200 people, taking 251 hostages. Israel then invaded Gaza, seeking to destroy Hamas and to rescue the hostages. Thousands of Israelis have been attending a commemoration in Tel Aviv. The ceremony was organized by bereaved families and a grassroots movement that accuses the Israeli government of not taking responsibility for its failures. The event is being broadcast live on Israeli TV. The show also features speeches and songs by victims' families and leading artists and musicians. Survivors say they will never forget the day of the attacks 2 years ago.
A golden light shines on the images of those lost on one of Israel's darkest days. At 6:29 a.m., the moment Hamas terrorists crossed into Israel 2 years ago, loved ones gathered in Kibbutz Kfar Aza to reflect and for a minute's silence. Vera Moshe lost her son Eden. She says she returns to Re'im to be close to him.
It's really tough. The pain is not going away. It's becoming stronger. The longing. Why did he not survive? Why is he not with us? We miss him. It's tough. It's tough without him.
On the morning of October 7th, 2023, Hamas militants crossed into Israel via land, air and sea. Some 1,200 people were killed in the massacres and 251 hostages were taken back to Gaza. Israel reacted by launching its largest military offensive in Gaza to date, with the aim of destroying Hamas and rescuing the hostages, 48 of whom are still believed to be held in the Strip, about 20 of them alive. Gaza's Hamas-run health ministry says more than 67,000 Palestinians, both civilian and militant, have been killed in the conflict. Of the 1,200 people who lost their lives in the attack, more than a quarter were killed here at the Nova Music Festival in Re'im. Nomia Abir lost her son Lotan. She says all she has left is this picture.
We cannot believe what's happened here. I just say that they come to dance, to be happy, and this is the end. It's so sad. My son was so happy, so beautiful.
Sonia Koshin is one of the lucky ones. She survived the brutal attack.
I'm here today because I'm a Nova survivor. I came to connect with my feelings. I came today with my family to show them where I was and where I escaped to see friends. There are signs here of friends who were murdered, who I know.
2 years of trauma from wounds that will take many more years to heal.
Well, I'm joined now by Efrat Machikawa from southern Israel. Several members of her family were killed or kidnapped on October 7th. Her uncle, Gadi Moses, was the oldest hostage to return alive in the last hostage deal earlier this year. Efrat, it's good to have you with us. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk with us. I know this has to be a very difficult day for you. Let me ask you, when you realize that there are still hostages being held in Gaza today, what goes through your mind?
Disbelief, actually. You know, there are 48 hostages. By the way, 7 of them are with German citizenship. Mm-hmm. And they're still there. It has been 2 years. It is a one long, tiring day for us, or maybe a day that repeats and repeats and repeats. And it's very hard to accept the fact. And we're trying to stay hopeful because of the deal coming up and the talks, the negotiation in Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt, we cannot not stay optimistic. It is time to end this humanitarian crisis for us, of course, in Israel and behind the fence as well. It's about time. It's about time we go back to life.
Efrat, when you look at your country and when you consider how many members of your family were impacted by what happened 2 years ago today, I mean, do you feel like your family, are you a microcosm of all of Israel?
We are, unfortunately, we are, you know. I can't even tell you if I count all the people that were either brutally murdered or murdered later after they were hostages or got and being hostage, and then some of them brought back, some of them not. I think I would get to almost 100 people that I know. You have to understand, Israel is like a small village, and the communities, we all live together, we know each other, we grow up together, our parents know each other, our community works together, celebrates together. We're a very tight society, and when one is gone, it's hard, but when it's 10s and 20s and 30 and almost 100 of them is gone, that's very, very difficult. You have to imagine a building that maybe you live in, and you know Hans, and you know Lotte, and you know others, and it's just so intense and so sad that it's sometimes at points you distance yourself because you cannot cope with the loss. It's very hard. It's very hard. But yet we have to continue, and we have to continue to advocate for the rest of them, for the release of the hostages. And so we go to Germany, and please allow me to thank Minister Wadepool, allow me to thank Chancellor Merz and all the Bundestag members. They know the stories very well. They know the crisis, and I do believe that now more than ever, they are trying to do their best to support the deal and to make this thing happen at last. So all the hostages, including the German ones, will come back at last to Israel. And then also
Efrat,
maybe to take part in what is going to happen next.
Can I just ask you, are you satisfied with what the German government has done in putting pressure on Israel to end the war and to make sure all the hostages are returned? I mean, has the German government, in your opinion, done enough?
Listen, no one done enough because we don't have the hostages back. But allow me to say that I am very impressed by the chancellor, by the minister, and all the rest who are dealing, and the ambassador here and the team. They know the story so well. They call us by names. They know everyone and all the challenges, unlike many of the Israeli government. And to say that something has been done enough, I have to know everything. But you know, in diplomacy, there are some things that are hidden, yet they are not here. So we will be able to conclude and to maybe learn more of what is being done after they're here. And truly, enough is enough.
Yeah.
And with all the anti-Semitism also rising in Germany, I'm a little bit confused of what is going on. And I do hope that the solidarity in Germany will continue as it was. And also, you know, both of our countries are actually a very, very special symbol. It's a symbol of a terrible tragedy, but with the years and with education and with lots of goodwill and good people, we did overcome. And the relationship between Germany and Israel today are wonderful. Let's hope that the world, our neighbors, our region, can learn from the example of Germany and Israel and what solidarity is all about.
If I could ask you, just before we run out of time, I know a lot of people will want to know this. How is your uncle, Gadi Moses, how is he doing? Because he was the oldest hostage. How old is he?
Gadi is 81, and I still have his poster. I cannot take it away. You can see on the screen the hug. I mean, he is so adorable. I was just with him up to 2 hours ago. He's trying hard. He's doing his best. He is about to go back to rebuild Nir Oz, but his heart is not complete.
Wow.
Because he says once you are a hostage and you're back, you are still partially a hostage unless every single one is coming back, because he knows the torture. He knows what isolation is, what hunger is, what it means to be in the hands of terrorists, jihadists who take away everything you have, including your even ability to say something when you want it. But people need to understand we are dealing with a very, very vicious terror organization. But Gadi is full of hope, and so
that is good to hear.
And we do hope for the best. We do hope for the best.
That is good to hear. Efrat Machikawa, we appreciate you taking the time to talk with us. We know it's not easy to relive the memories from 2 years ago, but we appreciate you all the same. Thank you.
Yeah. If I'm just allowed, I would like all the people who see us now to go and check how was the ceremonies in Israel, because when you hear the classical music, when you see the poem, when you see the people and how we mourn, you learn a lot about our culture and about our strive for life.
Okay. Efrat, thank you very much. Take care.
Danke. Bye-bye.